is Liz from Kingdom Police and Fiberworks. I have a fiber mill in northern Vermont where I process raw wool into roving, and we work with the other mills. We make yarn, we do all the things. We do dyeing, and I wanted to talk to you about some support spindles. Everybody, not everybody, but so many people are support spindling, and I am a pretty new beginner, and when I was trying to start, I had a hard time finding some of the little things that people had been spinning for years and years, and they were really good. But I think because they were really good, they had a harder time explaining things because they've been doing it for so long, like it is with anything else. You know, when I'm training somebody in the mill that I've been doing it for 18 years versus somebody that's just starting in the mill and just learning all the different fibers, it's hard to go back to the beginning. So I figured I'd do a quick little demo on how I'm making out and what I have found that works for me. And I am far from a professional. I'm still, as you'll see, I still struggle. I have also had a stroke, so my left hand does not work. It probably works 50% of what it should, so it doesn't work. I can hold the fiber, but that's about all I can do, and I'm trying to figure that out too. So it's been a big learning curve, but it's making my brain work extra hard, and that's kind of what I need to do. So I try and find as many things as I can to get it to work. So that is my key. I have, since I've started, I got hang on, I still have it here, a Stephen Willett, really nice, really expensive Russian, I think, yeah, the Russian support spindles from him at the I think it was at New Hampshire Sheep and Wool Festival. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. And I had a really hard time with them, and I kind of put it aside, and then started going through all of Rachel Smith. Like, if you watch Rachel, like, woolen spinning, follow her, watch all her videos. She is like a great resource. So if you can follow her, that's the best thing you can do. And then so I, from her help and stuff like that, and then I started saying, okay, I want to try it again. I don't want to try the same spindle, because I feel like it's something, from what I've read, they have a shorter twist time, and you have to kind of know what you're doing. They're for not a beginner spinning. So then I finally broke down, and I got, everybody talks about them on Woolen Spinning, and they're from Alan Berry, and I got his. I ordered one. Thankfully, he was super nice, happened to be getting done from a show or something, so he had some in stock, so he was able to ship one out to me, and it is such a nice spindle. So I got that one, and then I can't even remember, I got a bowl from another maker on Etsy, and I kind of put things together and started from there. But I think hopefully this video will help you, and we shall see. But I just want to thank everybody for following me, and I'm going to try a couple of different ones. This one is going to be on the pin drafted roving that we make, so you can look for that on the website. And then there's also, I want to try some different fiber set preps and stuff like that, and see what I find and all the preps that I can do in my mill, and see what we get from there. But yeah, we shall see. I will talk to you soon, and make sure you like and subscribe and follow me. I do usually try and do, so far it's been working, semi-weekly, somewhere around there. I try and get it once a week, a podcast of what I've been working on, what I'm spinning, what I'm knitting, all the other kinds of things that I'm getting into, and what's going on in the mill, and some shop updates. So if you like me, follow me, and I am definitely not good at saying that, so I'm trying my best. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching and let me know how it goes. Okay, now, oh, hang on a second here. Yeah, of course, now the sun is setting, so we're gonna have weird shadows. So ignore the weird shadows. I have tried this so many times and it just doesn't want to cooperate. Let's try one more time. I thought I was videoing and it was on slow motion or something. So we'll see if we can get this in here before the sun sets. I was trying to get it done while nobody was home, but it was not working. Okay, so this is an allenberry spindle. It's just got a regular wooden tip. I have two different bowls here. I think, I'm kind of thinking I like this one better. It's a little bit deeper, but I think they both spin well, but the spindle itself is on the taller side, so it's actually easier to do this one when it's like in your lap, or down, like if you're sitting down, so you're like, the spindle is below you. So if you have taller spindles, that's what I would suggest. It's not like if you're at the table, it's kind of hard because you have to be upright. So they actually have spindles that you can put, they're on, like the spinning bowls are like on a stick that you can put between your, you know, in your lap, that can go between your legs and you can kind of hold on to it and it keeps it from wiggling, and those work really well too. But I think, so this is just a shorter fiber. I feel like that works the best. The fiber is in my left hand, that's my drafting fiber, and you're pretty much spinning long draw, which I've been able to spin like a, I'm trying to think of what it calls, not like a semi-long draw, like I still pinch the fiber a little bit, but you kind of let it go at the same time. So you just want to have, I have like, I don't know, an inch or so of loose fiber, and then I give yourself about like 6 or, I don't know, probably like the length of the spindle, I guess you'd say. And then when you're twisting it, you kind of keep it, letting it go. See, that kind of came out as a clump. Hence, this is why I'm the beginner too. And then I kind of just try, my hand is a little harder, but I try and pinch and draft out that little clump. Oh my goodness. You guys are probably, this is probably painful for you to watch, but add some twist. Then I have no problem stopping and getting myself situated to where everything looks good. The fiber is going to draft out the right way I want it to. And then when I start twisting it, I twist it the same way I would spin on a wheel. So I do it, when I twist clockwise. That was the other thing. It is the same as a wheel. And so when I'm doing it, I let it go. I start twisting, I pinch and hold on to the fiber and draft out. And then twist again and draft out. And that one I let go, you know, I let it stop. And then when I don't use a temporary cup really, because it's too hard for my hand. You're more the examples of it just being perfect. I wanted you to see that it doesn't have to be perfect. So I am, and then I don't use a temporary cup. I kind of make it go so it's diagonally, so I kind of have it as my arm, I'll go as far, oh, hang on a second, I'm gonna get all messed up. I go out as far as I can with my arm, and then I kind of just go up and down the support spindle. So I twist, I pinch the fiber. That was the thing I did not understand. And again, this fiber is for some reason being a pain. But they say the best way to learn is to something a shorter fiber and bouncy, and this is what I had. So this is why I've been practicing with this. But yeah, so I just kind of go down, and then the next time I draft out will be up. And let me see if I can pre-draft some of this clump. Maybe that'll be easier. But I figured there was just so many people that already knew what they were doing and made it look so easy. And I was so frustrated because I had nobody that, like a beginner, couldn't see what they were doing, you know, what they were doing. So again, twist and then start drafting and hold your hands really lightly. There you go, that's behaving a little bit better. And because it's shorter, I add a little extra twist in it. And then put it on to the bobbin. But if you looking, I don't know if you can see it, everybody shows these perfect spindle bobbins and stuff, like these cups are so perfect. And up close though, if you look at them, they're not as consistent, I think, with long draw as you would with like on your wheel. I just don't feel like it's being that it's long draw, I don't feel like it's as consistent. I could be wrong, but to me, that's just from looking at other people's fibers, zooming in up close and trying to compare. I don't feel like I'm too far off the mark. And I just add a little bit of extra twist at the end, and then when I get out as far as my arm will go, I just go down and then go back up. And then you can use a temporary cop and put it on there, and supposedly it goes, which I can see it going a lot faster because then you wouldn't have to stop. But with the way my hand works, it's just not possible. I keep trying and I can butterfly it, but I cannot get the fiber back onto the spindle very nicely. So I have kind of not given up, but I would say just taking a break and just doing it this way for now. And the better I get, then the more things I'll try and the more confident. But it is definitely pretty amazing on how fast, if you just spend 15 minutes a day and use smaller pieces of fiber. This is a big piece of roving, and I've noticed, for whatever reason, if I use smaller pieces of fiber, some reason it makes it work better, and I don't know really why, but let's see if it makes a difference. But it does for some reason. Yep, it does. See? Yeah. All of a sudden it works better. So you're better off, I feel like, using small, and this is just pin drafted roving. This is not, I don't know. They say shorter, bouncier fiber, so I'm picking pin drafted roving instead of comb top. I know people can use comb top and they have no problem spinning from that too. But yep, it's totally, for some reason, whatever in my hands, if you have just a little bit of a little tuft of it, it works better. It drafts out easier. So I have no idea. But yeah, I'm just pinching, and that's the part that people weren't showing me. And so I was really confused on how to do this. So if this will help anybody, hopefully it will. Yeah. And then I just wind on, and then I grab another piece. And this, of course, is like the worst kind of, well, not the worst, but like being that it's a dark fiber, it's harder to see. But we'll see. But yeah, I think that is a key. I haven't tried. I just use what I have at home, and what I have at home is lots of regular roving, and regular roving actually works really good. That hasn't been pin drafted because it's loose and fluffy. So that's another one, and I'm gonna try that. Maybe that'll be the next one. Trying is using the support spindles from a cloud, just picked roving, fluffy, and see how that works, because it seems like just a handful works way better than anything. So yeah, so that might be my next one, I think, and we shall see. I will let you know.